Boom, 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 boom. Man, that intro doesn't get old. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday, or as I like to call it, second week back from a long week, even though nobody realized that I was gone, but really I was never gone. I was just hanging around. But what's going on? Being joined today by two amigos, co-hosts of the show. Let's bring them in. First up, I think they do this on purpose, but they're both wearing hats. So let's see. Hyper wears hats, Face wears hats, Keon wears hats. I sometimes wear hats. Blakk Crown wears hats. I don't think Comic Dude wears hats, but we'll see. It's a mystery. But let's bring in the two co-hosts of the show. First up, Rocksteady. What's going on, man?
Everybody's doing it. It's the coolest.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start wearing a. You know what? With my luck, I'll be wearing a hat next week, and then you guys won't be wearing a hat. You'll be like, "What? What are you doing? You look.
Yeah, what are you doing?"
Cool. So, all right. Let's bring in. Well, I see Moonlit saying, "Are we taking bets on start time?" This is not Comic Kingpins, okay? We usually start on time, if not like a minute after. But speaking of Comic Kingpins, let's bring in one of them right now. BC, what's up, man?
Not much, man. How's it going, boys?
Pretty good, pretty good. Wearing a hat as well. Okay.
Listen,
all right.
Newbie, I don't want to be the one to say it, but Rocksteady, I'm sure you agree with me. If there was ever a day to wear a hat, Newbie.
We were just trying to see if you'd catch on. We didn't have the heart to tell you, and we're like, maybe if we wear hats.
He looks beautiful as always.
I literally just got off work. I showered and then I hopped on here. My hair's a mess, but thank you. I appreciate it.
You look gorgeous.
So what's going on, guys? New comic book day, comic news. No shows, obviously. You know, lots to talk about though. One piece of information that I just sent it off to the Vancouver Comic Junkie, but it's kind of circulating in social media now. We'll probably touch on it, but it has to do with Black Adam and the numbers there. But yeah, new comic book day, guys. Heavy week, light week. What are you guys saying? I know me and Rocksteady were talking just before we went live, and Rocksteady saying there's a lot of books. Now, mind you, I do think there's one book that's probably going to pass like 1 million print, just simply because everybody went crazy for it. Everybody thinks it's going to be something. I don't think it's going to be anything because everyone's going to have it. Okay. There's about 4 or 5 covers of it. Not hating on the property, but you know, maybe you guys can fill in the blank on which book I'm talking about. But yeah, that one I think is going to be on everybody's pull list. No,
I think I know what you're talking about, and if it is that, I'm just really excited to be reading this again. So we'll see.
I'm looking forward to reading it.
Okay. Yeah, man.
All right.
And I did go crazy. I did get many covers, if that's what we're talking about.
Okay. All right. So yeah, everybody's saying it is a super heavy week, whether you're talking about spec or just things coming, good reads, things like that. It is going to be an interesting week. So let's get to it. But before we get to it, let's say hello to the chat. And I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I know leaving for a few weeks and then never saying anything and then just coming back next week. I appreciate everybody tuning in to last week's show and this week's show. But let's see who we got here. So Michael Baker with the gold. Blakk Crown Comics, silver. It ain't gold, but it's still better than Uruguay.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh, too soon. I think Italy plays on. No, they don't. Right?
No, they're all together watching the TV. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Bronze for the USA, all the way in Cali, where my man Dan Delatorre is. Mr. Empire Comics is joining us. Yes, take the copper. Hell yeah, man, take it. Why not? If it's free, take it. Okay. I'm here. You can start now. I thought it said
he said we can start
now. I'm like, oh, okay, shit. You know, West Coast people are very different than East Coast people, especially in Canada. Yeah. And you know, obviously Quebec, BC, you guys are just different in general. But
thanks.
You know, maybe cans tart is something, you know, that
can tart.
Right, now, right? So my brother Nemesis Prime's in the house, still waiting. How long were you waiting? Like a minute over? Come on, man. Eastern time. Moonlit Comics. What's going on? I haven't seen this name or this face in a while. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Nowhere Bound. Good company already. Nemesis. Hey, Moonlight. Let's see here. Who else do we got? Justin, you're doing the same thing Newbie did for a year, calling me that. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, and I felt terrible. But it is Moonlit. That's why I was like, okay. Oh yeah, yes, sure it is. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, a lot of people. Man, I'm excited to see Moonlit. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us. All right.
People are here for Moonlit, not us.
Yeah. Everyone's here for Moonlit, not you.
Pretty much.
8's guy, 80s guy. What's going on? AOA's in the house. You know it.
Buddy.
Super heavy week. Solid guess. Kenneth is in the house. Yeah. All right. What's going on? BC, you were going to say something?
No, I said, yeah, buddy, to
AOA. Oh, okay. Newbie, you're the last person to be talking shit about somebody else's spelling or yeah, I know. Trust me. People at my work too, they're like, dude, is English your first language? It's not, but we try to get through it every day. All right, guys. Well, let's get to it, man. I'm excited to talk New Comic Book Day. There's probably some that I missed, and BC will probably have to kind of talk about it
sure.
Down the road when we get to the comic news. I mean, of course, things have to be added just simply because, like I said, that Black Adam thing. And yeah, let's get it going, guys. You guys ready?
Vamos.
Let go.
Man, I gotta get a catchy phrase like that. Vamos, or like let go. I gotta do. How about
it's totally your language.
Let's get them. Let's get them, and then like throw some gang sign or something.
We already said no to the secret handshake, man.
Can's tart is a sexual term in Vancouver.
If you've ever been to Vancouver, everything is a sexual term.
Yeah. You gotta be careful where you're walking in Vancouver, man. You gotta be very careful. All right, guys, let's get it going. First up, though, big shout outs to my channel sponsors, Back in Time Comics, for all your your one-stop shop for all things collectibles. CGC authorized dealer, so if you're getting CGC stuff, send it off to him, man. He also does Facebook live sales and claim sales, and go check out his Instagram as well. Lots of stuff. He also actually has a great app that he uses for his company. You can do FOC on there. You can get discounts with the holidays coming. I would definitely download it, use it. He ships worldwide, but the holidays are coming, so you never know who has what at any shop. So if he ships to where you are, why not take advantage, right? And of course, Bleeker St Comics is in the house. $10 a press, $5 a clean. He is in St. Catharines Turner flea market, and if you're around, come check him out. Go check him out on Instagram. And of course, BC, you're going to be seeing him shortly, aren't you? Because he called you out, didn't he? They called you out on the Tony Standard channel. They called you guys out.
Yeah, they called us out from the retirement center that they stream from. So it's cool. It's cool. We'll be seeing them. Keep an eye out.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm already a world heavyweight champion on that show, so I don't really need to do anything.
Oh, we're taking over. I'm telling you. You watch. Clean sweep.
It's actually harder than it looks. So just
we could put up notebooks. We'll win. You know this.
I haven't forgotten, man. I haven't forgotten. Don't worry.
He hasn't forgotten. Just ignore
I have not forgotten.
He totally forgot. Thank you for reminding him.
I actually did not. He asked me yesterday. I did not forget. All right. Let's get it going, guys. New Comic Book Day. I can't remember if it's a sexual one or if it's not, but we're going to find out together.
No.
So, Dynamite Pick of the Week. If you're new to this show, you're new to the channel, you're new watching, or you're bored and you just came across, hey, how to waste an hour of my time, and you stumbled onto here, we give some love to I give some love to Dynamite. These guys never.
Yo, I'm all for Dynamite this week. I hope you picked the right book.
I don't think I did, man. Come on. Me and comics? Dude, come on. I had like a joke I wanted to say there, but I held it back. Professional. Okay. All right. First up, Dynamite Pick of the Week. See, there we go. Queen Jungle 10. Cover J. It's the limited version, $50. I mean, I'm a Black Panther fan. I don't know. I'm also a fan of blondes, so I just thought 2 and 2 put it together, and there we go. $50. I wouldn't pay $50 for it, but it is a cover that kind of caught my attention. BC, which one were you thinking?
Bro, the return of Gargoyles. It's back. It's a Dynamite book. No, don't do this. Don't do this. So many beautiful covers, man. My boy Goliath is back. Come on.
So that's what we were talking about before. When we were talking what we wanted to read.
He knows.
Man, that show still holds up today.
Yes.
Does it?
Oh,
It
it's
does.
one of the
Okay, listen, do you guys? Okay, I was watching a few episodes the other day actually because I wanted to like kind of get back, into it, right? And like sometimes I have to go back and watch things just to like kind of remember certain things. Because let's be honest, like BC, we're kind of the same age. That show went off the air when we were grade 7, probably grade 6, 7. Like it's
Yeah.
been a long time. It's probably been like 20 years. So
Yeah.
They
you
didn't
kind
do
of go
many
back.
seasons at all. I think they only did like 3 seasons or 2
Yeah.
seasons.
But if you guys go back, who's that guy, that white guy, rich guy that had a suit that wanted to be Gargoyle? That guy really reminded me of Tony Stark.
No, definitely. Well, I get what you mean. I don't
Right?
know why.
They even gave him the goatee. I'm just saying.
He reminded me of. It's funny because at that time, dude, I would stay home from school.
Xanatos or Xanatos, something like that.
It's the main guy. It's like the rich white guy who wants to be a gargoyle so bad that he does the gargoyle suit, but you never know if he's on the good side or bad. He changes, from time to time. So
What's called Rocksteady? You got it right. It's Xanatos or something like that.
Thanatos?
Yeah.
I thought he had like an Italian name. So
No, but it's funny. I don't know. You're pretty spot on with what he wanted to be, but I don't know. His character never really stood out to me.
no, but he was the main villain.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like BC.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Oh, shit. Okay.
It is my dad, guys. I just want to let you know.
Your dad is a digital like 90s cartoon. All right.
100%.
Cool. Yeah. No, absolutely.
But dude, luckily I'm blessed enough because I've been rewatching a lot of cartoons from when I was a kid with my kids. Like I'm putting on Pokemon, Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, all that fun shit. And yeah, man. So I'm excited to read Gargoyles. No offense to this cover you voted for here, Newbie, but
Yeah.
Gargoyles got some fire covers, and I'm looking forward to the read.
Absolutely. I don't take any offense to what you say. Don't worry.
What I'll say about this is how quickly you've become a cat guy.
Yeah.
Right? when you came to visit me, you didn't want anything to do with my cats. And then all of a sudden you get a kid, and next thing you know, your comic picks all have cats on it.
Dude, my phone, it's disgusting because I told my wife, I'm like, I think I'm gonna be a stepdad to this cat. And
Your dad.
yeah, and literally half my phone, like if I handed you my phone and you went to my pictures, like the last like probably 40 pictures is of this cat. Like I don't know who I am anymore. I'm disgusted by it. I don't know who it is.
Yo, Nemesis, yes, 100%.
Oh yeah, we said Pokemon. You said Pokemon.
Yes, just to let you know how much of a full-blown nerd I am. Pokemon Scarlet, I just finished beating the Elite Four before this show, so there you go.
Nerd.
I'm a nerd. I'm proud nerd.
Oh no,
Radiant, no.
But
you forgot the writing, but it's Radiant Pink, baby.
That's what I just said. I'm like, oh no, I didn't get the writing, so I hope I didn't mess up the rest of the presentation. Shit. All right, man. New to join the Radiant universe that they're doing. I know you're BC excited. I know Comic Dude is excited because you guys are loving it. Radiant Red, Radiant Black. Now we get Radiant Pink. Basically, we're probably going to get a bunch more because it is kind of like a Power Rangers kind of vibe to it, right? That's kind of how Comic Dude presented it to me. I'm not picking this up, but there's going to be a ton of covers that if it does get, people are saying, hey, noob, you should probably read it. You should probably pick it up. There's probably going to be one because there are of the other ones that have come out. So, yeah, I'm suggesting to get this because everybody that I know who I know likes it is obviously getting it, but I don't think you're gonna reap rewards. Like this isn't like a $100 book down the road or anything like that. I could be wrong, but Rocksteady, what are your thoughts?
Well, they're trying to build a universe, right? So they start off with Radiant Black, then Red, then Supermassive, then Radiant Pink. And it's kind of their own origin stories and their own solo titles. So I think if this moves forward and it becomes something like a universe, like a MCU or something like that, it could have potential. I do like Radiant Black. I think it's fun. I think a lot of people got turned off by the first couple issues of it if they were actually reading it, but overall it's been quite good.
What about Radiant Red? Did you like that or no?
Yeah, I liked Radiant Red.
Yeah,
It was different enough from Radiant Black that it had legs. And they kept it short, right? So that's what's nice about them.
I like even looking at this cover when I saw it and I was doing this, I get a Riri vibe from this. I'm not sure why. Probably because pink, that suit, I don't know. Probably because I just saw Black Panther 2 not too long ago. But like, yeah, just everything about this has that Riri feel to me. But yeah, BC, you're probably gonna go crazy with this one, and you got more to say than probably me and Rocksteady combined. Just simply because I know that you are big on this whole universe that's happening.
Well, yeah, the Radiant verse, aka Massive verse, dude. It's I've been enjoying every second of it. Now, what they're doing, this isn't really her first appearance. She's already appeared within the Radiant Black series. I believe it's issue 5, if I'm not mistaken. But we got Radiant Red. Rogue Sun is fucking incredible. Radiant Pink. Everyone's getting kind of their own mini series. Just you're getting more of a background to these characters and stuff like that. So it's neat to pick up if you're on board with the whole Radiant universe. I definitely recommend it. I love it. I think it's great. I'm picking this up. And did I go crazy? No, I actually just picked up the cover A, cover B, one of each, and that's it, man. The cover B is neat.
Nice. It's neat.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna move on to Dark Web, and we got a number 1. Obviously, this one's got a few covers. There is that one cover that is basically paying homage to Spider-Man 100 or 100. Yeah, 100. That black one. I thought, that one might be the one that people kind of go to, but there are other people, suggesting, hey, grab this one, grab that one. But we got another number 1, Dark Web. What are your thoughts, predictions, and are you going heavy or light on this one, Rocksteady?
I only grabbed that 100 homage. I think that's pretty dope. But I'm actually going to read it. We'll see how it is, where it goes. You never know what to expect from some Spider-Man books.
It's true.
But they just did Spider-Verse, so I don't know how much is going to be introduced into this X-Men kind of crossover. I think it might be more of one of those filler Spider-Man runs.
I actually think slightly the opposite, because with everything happening right now within the ASM run with Venom, clearly, what's his name, Chasm, whatever his name is, dude, things are unfolding. This is going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. You guys know me. I'm a huge Spidey fan. Venom, all of that good stuff.
Are you really?
Right? But yeah, man, this is going to be the showdown. I think it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope to see Kane Parker come back. And maybe that's where we see things take a turn. We'll see.
I wonder if I'm evolving as like a Spider-Man guy, because I get more excited over Miles books than I do Peter books.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Miles books are fucking great.
And I used to be a big Peter guy, so it's actually interesting to see it unfold. Like 2 years ago, I'd be all over this.
You're
changing, dude.
There's no denying that Miles is being thrown at the forefront, man. So Miles, Spidey, and Spider-Gwen.
Chasm is also a sexual term in Vancouver. Oh man, Western Canada, man, you got to be careful out there. All right, Ghost Rider fans, Rocksteady. This is the first cover appearance of what is it? Exhaust? Not, I can't remember.
Exhaust,
yeah, but this one's coming out. I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie to you guys. I'm not picking this up. I could care less. His first appearance when it came out, 3 weeks ago or something, that didn't really do much for me. I think there's first appearances on the shelf still. Ghost Rider's just not really doing it for me. I know I picked up that that exclusive that I got with I think it was BC. I can't remember if it was BC or if it was with Rocksteady, that 1 in 4,000 limited or whatever.
That FOC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the PX exclusive.
PX.
That was Vengeance Forever.
Yeah,
it was just
that was probably the last one. But yeah, I'm kind of skipping it. I know a few people are kind of running towards this one just simply to kind of pair it up with that first appearance. But I could really care less. I don't think that this is going to be kind of anything. But other than that, what are your thoughts, Rocksteady?
I'm laughing at AOA's comment, but I think Ghost Rider.
his Peter got shorter, man.
Yeah.
Got way smaller.
Yo, how did we miss that? Oh
But
my gosh, how did we miss that? Like
guys,
live?
guys.
Like,
I hope Nemesis isn't watching.
He's a smaller Peter guy. If you're following Rocksteady, if you've not seen, it's minus 35 degrees Celsius, so
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense.
oh my
I'm
god.
a big Peter guy in the summer only.
There you go.
Oh Jesus. Oh god.
I'm not a huge Ghost Rider fan, even as far as Marvel goes. Like, I never got into that Vengeance world and whatever that group is called. What are they called? That they were supposed to be coming out?
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns. Yeah, they just came out with the game too, I think, this week.
Yeah, it's apparently trash.
And it was garbage.
Yeah, I've seen the graphics. It looks horrible. Like, I'm waiting for it to be like $19 on sale at GameStop.
Yeah, it will be. Ghost Rider is so niche, I find. For if you're speccing on anything, like name another Ghost Rider villain. Like, what's that one? The Orb or whatever is the only one I can think of that really carries any value.
The Orb.
So get Ghost Rider if you like Ghost Rider, but not for me.
Well, I'm that guy that's getting Ghost Rider because I'm enjoying the read.
Nerd.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty cool, man. It's been twisted too. Out the gate from issue 1, I thought it was a really cool approach. Do I care much for this character? Not really. I don't think anything big's gonna come of it. If people are speculating, I think it was maybe issue 7 where he had his first appearance. But again, nothing to speculate on. I'm not even a Momoko fan. I actually went with the Momoko cover instead of this one.
Somebody on Facebook Market, I had a book up for sale and somebody goes, "Hey, great book, but do you have any Peach Momoko stuff for sale?" And I was just like thrown back by it because I'm like, if I did, like, it would be posted. You know what I mean? Like, I was a little confused that, like, I don't know. On Auto Trader, if I'm like looking for a car, I'm not gonna mention. I'll be like, "Hey, do you have like a lawnmower for sale?" Like that's just kind of stupid. But anyway, off topic. Yeah, I kind of like Ozzy's little comment there. I know he's a Ghost Rider fan, but yeah, just putting like random stupid parts on it. I get it. His name is Exhaust and yada yada. I don't know. Like I said, not his first appearance, just his first cover, but people are kind of chasing it still. There are a few things that the collectors still go after, right? First cover, first cameo, obviously appearance. So
I do agree with Hated Kurua G. That's all I'm gonna say.
Issue 1 was good spec for first Talia. Yeah,
good character, but like I said, so far it's a great read. I'm enjoying.
I think some of them are still on shelves. No, like, could you?
You can still find. You can still find.
Yeah, there's a few. All right, let's go on to another big book of the week, and I don't even have to pump this one up. Okay. So we got Miles Morales #1. I can't remember what series we're on. What is this, series 5, 6?
5.
5 for him, right?
Well, yeah, something like that. But I guess for the actual Miles Morales Spider-Man title, this would be volume 2, or I don't think 3. I think it's 2.
Okay, way off, but that's okay. Miles Morales, we got a few different covers. And rumors are that we are going to be introduced to a new villain. However, in the last probably 48 hours, maybe 56 hours, people are saying, hey, it's kind of looking like a cameo. So kind of be on the lookout for issue 2. Maybe get a head start on your FOC, write it down, just food for thought. But #1, and that's just rumors, and that's just, kind of speculatory. Ooh, big word. But that's just kind of the things that we're using in social media right now, right? Because we don't know if it's a first appearance or not. But be on the lookout. I don't think that you're going to be in trouble finding this one. I think there's going to be a few, but obviously, fellas, let's be real. When there's so many covers and something important happens in it, there's usually one cover that kind of just trumps everything, right? So I don't know which one it'll be for this one, but I know, talking to both of you guys are definitely buying this. You guys leaning more towards the cameo, first appearance. What are your thoughts? Rocksteady, take it away, man.
Cameo, fancy word for, or what is it? For first full is a fancy word for second appearance, right? So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not getting it on a speculation, but as a Miles collector, you want every number one at least, right? So I think it's worth grabbing. I grabbed one of each cover just because I am a big Miles guy and not a big Peter guy.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Peter,
dude. So, yeah, the Del Mundo is beautiful. That's the graffiti one. I picked up that one. Again, I'm not a Momoko fan, but it's a Momoko week for me. I picked up the Momoko, not the one in 200, but the cover A. I actually think the cover A is the nicest, man. I think this cover right here is insanely gorgeous. I picked up a few copies just because, kind of like what Greg said, when you look at what happens with most of these Miles Morales number ones, they end up taking off, man. So yeah, I did stock up a bit, but nothing too crazy. I think I got like 5 copies.
Yeah, nothing crazy at all. No. You know what's wrong with comics, man?
I feel
always picking up a bunch of copies and not leaving other people who have the same amount of time.
No. It doesn't work that way for me because mine's on pre-order FOC. Man. I didn't steal it off the shelves. I
influencers. What are you gonna do next? Go on Whatnot and sell a T-shirt that's like overpriced or a jacket?
I do not have Whatnot. I'm actually not allowed on Whatnot, just so you guys know.
And you shouldn't be.
Crazy.
But regardless, yes. So it does seem that the first appearance is going to be in here with the character.
Just not in costume from what we're seeing.
Exactly. So, again, totally picking it up for the read. Am I going to speculate on this new character? Guys, we've seen so many come and go, even within the last run of Miles Morales. Yeah. So I'm not really going too crazy on that. I'm just excited to be picking this up for the read. And, of course, gorgeous cover. Number one, like Newbie said, I think this ends up becoming at least a $20 book by the end of next year.
Okay. All right.
Hey, dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say.
Hold on. Rock steady. The last run, that number one, what's it going for right now?
Like Raw?
Yeah.
At least 30, 40 bucks, I imagine. Haven't looked in a while.
And was there anything significant?
No. It's that's what I'm saying. Like, they just want every number one. These Miles collectors, whatever, they're never going to be in the back bins. People are always going to grab them.
Yep.
So what you're saying is I should grab more than one.
Well, if you want to go back to what you said about me.
I just want to go. I just want to be an influencer. That's all. So just
all right.
What I like about what they did with the number one cover is if you think to all the number one Miles Morales Spider-Man books, is they all have that cityscape background and they all look really good together.
That's true, actually. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right, you guys twisted my arm. I'm gonna get a second copy.
There you go.
I'm doing it. I mean, if it's there, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it is. All right, this one I know Greg is getting. I know it. There's only 2 people I know who love Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. That's Mighty Mel V. Big shout out to my guy over there and Rocksteady. Now, there are a few different covers. There are a few different copies floating around, but Scotty Young obviously trumps a lot of people's hearts. Scotty Young does very good on the resale market as well. So if you're taking that angle of it, you know, this is a good one to get. But we got Scotty Young, Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur. This is Greg. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This would be the second series, correct?
Second series. Yeah. Like there were those team ups, you know, with like Captain Marvel and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, the second series, first one, I think it was like 47 issues or something like that.
And they're still so hard. You even kind of showed me into that. You and Mel V were like, man, if you come across those, like pick them up because they're worth the money. They're low print run and people love that. So yeah.
So this is the first time Scotty Young has done Moon Girl too. So you have that crossover between the 2 collection worlds, which like this is my week. There's a Moon Girl, Scotty Young, there's Miles Morales, there's all the stuff I like.
Settle down, man.
Sorry.
I feel like I gotta get that like spray bottle just to
get off the couch. It's been a while since I've been really excited for a week of comics. So I grabbed one of each of these and I grabbed the 1 in 25. The 1 in 25 is gorgeous. Moon Girl
ratios. We mentioned that before we went on live. So yeah.
Moon Girl ratios, carry value. I'm really excited to get back into it. And we know the show's coming, right?
True.
So we'll see where that goes and what demographic. And I think Moon Girl is going to be an animated staple moving forward in the Marvel universe, if you ask me.
And it's actually interesting that you kind of, even though we kind of know, but just kind of made that reminder that, hey, the show is coming. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a character in this run or the books that are coming out recently to have kind of maybe a character that we kind of maybe see in the show that could maybe take off for a bit. So just something to be on the lookout for. But again, like Rocksteady and Mel V would say, I mean, even the first series of Moon Girl, like the later printings, and I'm not even talking about like getting into the later printings. I'm talking like getting into like issue 4 are so low print run that it's not a bad idea to get them. So
9 out of 10 comic shops will not have a single Moon Girl in their shop from the original run.
BC?
You guys, I agree with you on the Scotty Young thing, man. I think that's a neat cover. Again, surprisingly, I also got the Momoko, man. It's one of those weeks where I caved. Yeah, but I got the cover A, I got the Momoko, and I got this one here. We're going to be getting the first appearance of a character that is named Olivia, I believe. And
there's 4 apparently.
Oh, 4. Okay, cool. But the one that seems to be getting highlighted is the one who is Olivia, that I think is a Kree. So I kind of agree with what you're saying, how maybe that is a character who could play out in time within the animated series that they're supposed to be dropping. But there's a lot to cover from Moon Girl's stories prior. Yeah, so I don't think we'll see that anytime soon. But yeah, man, again, I'm excited to read it. I think the Scotty Young cover is beautiful. I think it's awesome. I just love Scotty Young's art. And if he does have another signing, I think this one's going in.
It's not a bad idea. Usually I see, Scotty Young stuff on the resale market, and even like at shows and stuff, like they're $5 up, some 10, so you never know. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of have high hopes for this. Greg and Mel V are the two that really get me excited when it comes to Moon Girl. So in them I trust, and yeah, I'm getting this one for sure. I figured you guys would be getting the Scotty Young, but
so my girlfriend asked me this week, why do you like Scotty Young so much? Because I got probably 80 Scotty Young books now. And I said, because they're relatively affordable. I'm like that cartoon animation guy. It reminds me of the stuff I grew up on.
Right.
And there's so many that there's no shortage. And it's not like you get down to 2 and you lose interest and you just like, screw it, I'll buy it off eBay. There are so many out there. Second prints, ratios, and even into independent comics like Lagoon and stuff. So yeah, man. I'm a big Scotty Young fan.
Yeah. And dude, one thing I will say is Scotty Young, his work doesn't feel redundant, man. Like you can come across artists like Delato, where you feel like every cover almost looks the same. Yeah. I find Scotty Young thinks outside the box. He gets very creative, and it's neat art, man.
Well, there's simple backgrounds. It's a big open void space on every cover. So when I'm hunting through bins, that's what I'm looking for, is these big void spaces and on the top portion of the comic. And yeah, exactly.
Look at you, non-Big Peter guy, big voids. Oh God, somebody make a joke or something there. Jesus.
Oh no.
All right.
Yes.
No writing, no explanation needed. This one was talked about heavily, and why? Simply because the Infinity Gauntlet was all black. People were going back to Thor 6 with this one, but we get Thanos Death Note. Sorry, not Thanos Death Note. There are a few covers, but there is one that people are circling. This is cover A. It is a badass cover. Big Thanos fan. I mean, I think everybody's kind of going after this one. I don't know, man. I don't want to add too much. I don't want to steal the limelight. So Rocksteady, take it away, man. Are you grabbing one? Is there a cover or a few covers that you're grabbing, or did you stay away from this completely?
I didn't pre-order it. I'm going to wait to see what people say. This would be more of a read for me. Like I'd even probably wait for the trade on it. But I read something and it was pretty interesting. BC can maybe help me out. Is it a glimpse into his past or his future? And that's what plays out?
So basically, what we're supposed to be seeing is his first love. When we all know he loves death, right? But we're gonna see who he really fell in love with first, whatever. But what people are most hyped about when it comes to the story is, remember Thor 6? We saw him with Mjolnir, and he had all the Infinity Stones, plus he had the Black Glove, which had another one. So at this point, we're getting the follow-up story to that. So clearly this has been lingering and for quite some time. I remember the second Prince of Thor 6 going, slightly up for a little bit, then they completely dropped. Absolutely dropped. Who knows? Those might pick up again depending on how this story plays out, right? So I'm looking forward to this simply to see what the follow-up story is going to be about that. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw, I pre-ordered a couple copies of the Gone with the Wind homage cover. It is so cool, neat. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I could not pass on that. And like I said, this is probably going to be a solid read. Do I have faith in Donny Cates? Absolutely not. He's literally abandoning Hulk right now. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah,
he's jumping off ship literally with the Hulk run that's happening right now. But this seems promising. So let's see how this plays out.
I think Cates is better keeping it short. At least it doesn't drag on and you get some sort of conclusion, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Set way in the past involves Blackstone origin. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're getting, right? There is news about that 7th Infinity Stone. Thor's Odin created it or had a part in creating it, I think it was, that I read. So yeah, we'll see. Ties in, yeah, like I said, okay, yeah, ties into the new Thor issue this week too. Good reads. Get distracted, but I'm back. Question: what's the best way y'all have been able to buy comics below face market value?
I'll give one word answer.
Whatever Comic Tom does, you do it.
Patience.
Yeah,
patience
you stole it right out my mouth.
Yeah, patience, and don't do what I just said. Yeah, probably patience, I guess. But it's a weird time in comics. So if you're just coming now into the game and you're trying to sell or trying to buy, it's a weird time because people are scared with like the recession, and people are trying to feed their family and get through winter. That's just the honest truth, right? Like, we all sell and we can all agree. Like, I don't think there's anybody in here that would say, no, Noob, you're wrong. But like, that's just the way it is. Like, you can't sell, books aren't selling the way they are. So I mean, this is a great time to buy, terrible time to sell. But yeah,
get your grails.
Oh yeah, no, shitty time to sell. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Patience, like Rocksteady said. Be on the hunt. Don't get bit by FOMO, man. Stay away from FOMO.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Gargoyles probably going to be the book that everybody picks up. We all have the nostalgia, 100%. It's a great cover. All the characters are there. But let's be honest. This thing, if you were betting on this thing to be like spec or a flippable book into something, you're probably pissed off simply because everyone and their grandmother's probably getting it. This print run is going to be massive. There's so many covers. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm mistaken and wrong all the time, but there's a 1 in 50, right? 1 in 25, 1 in 50. Those are the only two, or is there a 1 in 100? I can't remember.
I think only 1 in 50.
Yeah, 1 in 150. So if you got that one, that was probably the one to get. I think a lot of shops would probably be on pace to get it, just simply because a lot of people ordered it. I know at my shops here, going to 3 out of the 4, because again, I don't shop at the 1. A lot of them said that they've already been spoken for. And when I asked, oh, do you guys have like more than one? They said one shop said they had 3. So that just kind of shows you how many people were buying Gargoyles. So I don't think it's going to be a hard book to find. And if it's anything like the last, I don't know, 8 to 10 months will show, or no, that's a bad example. Not 8 to 10. I'd probably say in the last 5 to 6 months, Shows you anything. This is probably going to be hot, and then this will probably be everywhere probably next week. So don't overpay. But what are your thoughts, Rocksteady?
The chat is basically summing it up. Ozzy's right. The ash can, if you're going to grab any of them, is the one to grab as far as spec goes or collectability goes. And then who wrote that there's 16 variants? Spec the deck. So all those shops are going to get a ton of all the ratios, right? So that's what scares me on some books like this.
Ancient, I'm probably with you though. Like I could care, like as soon as this news came out weeks ago and we were talking about it, I know people got excited, but for me, my thought process was, okay, one, am I happy to see this? Yeah, why not? Like I was a young kid, I don't remember. I'll check back in it. My second thought was, no way in hell this is going to be a flippable book or anything like that. So if you're looking to get Christmas money early, this isn't the book for it. You need to get a high ratio, and like I just said, it's going to be pretty hard. And the last thing that went in my mind is everyone's going to be talking about it. So you're going to be able to hear everything about this book and about this run. And you're probably going to be able to find a copy later on. So I was just like, you know what? I don't even have to order it. I don't have to whatever, because if it's shit, everyone's going to say shit. If it's good, everyone's going to be on it. And there's still going to be a copy. So
the real spec play with gargoyles is the action figure still in the package. Compared to other ones of that generation, they're not going for as much. And if you can get any of the series 2, gobble them up.
Wait. Hated is saying, okay, hold on. How do you say this name? Hated
Karu.
Right. Hated KG. That's what I'm gonna say. Sorry. Hated KG is saying this one to a 1 in 200 variant.
Interesting.
And
were they just like
1 million. That's what
sketch?
This is what I was saying too, is the fact that there's probably going to be 1 million copies anyway. So I don't know. Ash can is available for $30. US or Canadian?
That's the grab though.
I remember when the Ash can came out. There was 2 of them. There was one that looks like, I think, the cover B, and then there was the Nakayama one. And it seems that the cover B was the one that was getting a little more traction. People were buying that one up, but they were spending some crazy coin out the gate when the Ash can dropped, and UniX was one of the only people that I related to. When I was seeing people paying that, I was like, yo, you could literally go get the first gargoyles like raw for the same price. So that's where I would have put my money. Now for this, I don't think it's going to be a big book. I think you will find plenty copies on the shelves. Don't go crazy. There's a ton of covers. Vancouver Comic Junkie, if you're listening, hang on to your Peter, because there is a VHS variant. Yes, there is a VHS variant. Yeah, and dude, there's so many covers I've seen on shops online. Like, they weren't even available on Previews World for, let's say, people like us, but shops.
Yeah, what do you mean people like us, man? What do you mean people like us?
We ain't no comics shop, right? So we don't have full access. You know, some are I guess you could say exclusives, but some covers that we didn't have access to, I'm seeing selling for like $10, $8, $12. They're exactly. There's like 100 covers for this book. I wouldn't go too crazy, but the covers are neat. They're very nice. I really like Nakayama. I'm a fan of Nakayama. I think this looks gorgeous. It's a great cover. There's other covers that really give you that feel of the old cartoon, man, and I totally suckered into those. I ordered plenty, but yeah, man, it's just I'm not speculating at all on this. I'm just excited as a Gargoyles fan, like see my boy Goliath back and see.
I think this might be a spoiler, and I don't know, or a shocker maybe, but they're probably going to introduce a new gargoyle. Let's be real. Like, they're probably going to introduce something new. They're coming out with a new story. Like, they have to. New villain, new garden. You know, something's going to happen here to, like, kind of get it, but the buzz is here. So,
but, dude, before this one, like, this is now going to be technically volume. You can't really call it volume 3 because there's been different companies, right, who have held it. But there's other gargoyle series that have dropped, too, right, in comics. So
there's Marvel. There's the SLG.
Yeah,
which I think went 8 issues or something, and then there were like mini series in there, like the Bad Guys and some other stuff like that.
Yeah, but those mini series, set them aside. I'm saying, like, the main Gargoyles continuous run, this would be the third one.
We're ancient. We're saying don't get it because it's literally going to be there later if you want it, man. There's going to be so many floating around, man. It's going to be crazy. All right, guys. Usually I'm like very pristine, cut and paste. I like really get my comic news like really going. But I did make this one a little bit early. And I was working on my phone, which I should never do. But we're going to get into the comic news of the week. And man, we got 3 fucking trailers last week. And
Yes,
and everybody was like, okay, yeah, but we want more. It's like, what fucking more do you want? We got 3
happy people.
trailers. 3 trailers. 3 in a day and a half. So like, fuck. All right, let's get into it, man. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer may make you cry a bit. When I was actually doing this, I was around my wife and I had asked her because she loves Guardians of the Galaxy. I said, "Hey, did you watch the trailer?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, first thing that came out of her mouth was, "Did you cry?" And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Just simply because when we watch Marvel movies, Iron Man's usually dead. But yeah, it's an interesting one. There's a lot there. If you actually do go and watch those, 642 Easter eggs of, what you missed, there are a few that I was like, oh shit, okay. I'm interested to see, but let's be real. If you actually pause, let it sink in, Rocksteady, BC, there's nothing in this trailer that we already did not know. High Evolutionary, the fact that they were going to talk about Rocket's earlier years, the fact that this was the last ride for some of them, we still don't know which ones are going to die, but like we kind of already knew all this. Adam Warlock coming, none of this should be a surprise to anyone, but yet it was. Why?
Lila, I think, was the only thing that we didn't know.
Who?
The otter.
Oh yeah, Rocket's girlfriend or love interest, right?
Yeah. But we got what we wanted, did we not? With this, we got Adam Warlock, we got the High Evolutionary story. Like, this is going to be a banger. I think we'll leave with maybe an Infinity Watch or something. I still think people should be looking at Moondragon, Phyla-Vell, that direction as well.
You damn right. You damn right.
I agree with you 100% on that, man. I thought the trailer was perfect. It gave us just enough. I don't even want to see any more, dude. Like, clearly we got the sad feels. We got the sad feels from the trailer. We know, the group's going to pretty much be disbanding after this, right? So who are we going to lose? People are saying that it seems like it's going to be Rocket. I think we're going to see a very sad history to Rocket, but I don't think we lose Rocket, man. I don't know. I feel like we'll lose someone else.
Greg, when you might understand me a little bit more. When I saw this trailer, as a cat dad, when you see Rocket's like young face and the High Evolutionary like kind of going, like all I could think about was my cat.
See, it's happening. It's happening.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh no, and I felt kind of bad.
Next thing you're gonna be like me with cat hair all over you. Realize that cat hair is just a condiment.
But you know what? BC kind of hit it right on the nail. I don't want to see any more. This was perfect what they gave me. This was perfect. I don't think anybody should be asking for more. Don't let it spoil. Why do you want the movie spoiled? Just
dude, look. Already, like I said, from the trailer, people are already speculating. Within the trailer, you saw a High Evolutionary standing in front of what that glass thing was, and there was the blonde girl. A lot of people saying that it's possibly his daughter, Luminous, whatever her name is. But
Sue Storm.
The speculation is definitely there. I am going to be very sad to see this group go, and it's crazy because I look at first appearances of this entire gang. Not the actual first appearances, but like example, Peter Quill, his first appearance technically in comics, which is Marvel Spotlight 6, Volume 2. I picked up a CGC 8.5 for like $50 Canadian. Wow. Like it's not the first appearance, but kind of like Rocket, right? Within the Hulk issue, his first appearance took off, right? That book is higher than Peter
I
Quill,
used to
right?
have that too, and I can't remember what I traded it for, like years ago, years ago. It was a crisp copy. I would probably put it at like a 9.2, 9.4, but still.
For the
Nice.
weight these characters carry, you're right. All those first appearances are way underpriced. Even if you look at Nebula, you look at Mantis, and what we
Gamora.
just
Yeah.
Gamora, and we just got a hint in the Christmas special with Mantis. So it sounds like she's not done.
Well, don't forget. I mean, if you guys were to listen to Bryce Comics, he told you guys to get that Nebula 1. That is literally $1 book now, and that book skyrocketed past the first appearance and the first cameo. So, just be careful. But you're right, Rocksteady. Some of these OG characters of this team, first appearance is dirt cheap. Like it's nothing. I feel like Nebula gets no respect. No respect.
Groot's the only one.
Groot's and Drax, but that's for completely different reasons, right? So
again, just to clarify, their actual first appearances, like yes, Gamora, it's within Warlock 1. What is it?
160.
No,
it's like 180 something or 170.
Yeah, maybe 180.
I think it's like 170 something. But anyways, books like that, yeah. Peter Quill's first appearance, like with that magazine book, like that's completely up there. But yeah, there's still key books of these characters that are very undervalued, in my opinion. I'm hyped as shit for this movie. I think it's gonna be awesome. It was the last thing James Gunn touched, man, right before jumping to DC. I think he's gonna end it with a bang. Warlock. Now I know some people feel a certain way.
Well, just slow down on Warlock. Slow down. You don't know what we're gonna be talking about next, man.
Okay,
slow down.
Okay.
This guy, Jesus.
What the hell? We're talking.
All right, Guardians of the Galaxy fans are convinced Rocket dies. I guess we kind of got a little ahead, but this is something that's been going on all fucking week. People who aren't fans and who I have talked with, family members, friends of friends, they're like, "Oh man, does he die?" It's like, I don't know. I don't think he would die, but there are some hints that Bradley Cooper may be done with the character too. So that's kind of something interesting. Also, there was that article that just came out. I think it was like 3-4 days ago with what's her name? Zoe, the one that plays Gamora. Zoe.
I don't know her name.
Well, you guys know. Okay, so anyway, she said that as much as she loves working in big franchises, so she is.
Oh, so Saldana, my bad.
Yeah. Star Trek, Avatar, and Marvel, she says that it is hard on her just simply because she wants to do things in other places and she can't, right, with these big franchises. And let's be honest, Bradley Cooper, before he took this role, was kind of everywhere. I think he got Sexiest Man of the Year. Not to say like, oh, that's something, but I mean, it is something. He was around. He was a big actor. And then all of a sudden he did do this. And then it kind of just slowed down for him. So maybe he could be done with it. But I don't know. I'm not convinced that he dies. Maybe convinced that Bradley Cooper's done with the role 100%. But what are your thoughts? Dead?
Okay.
No.
Here's the rumor that I heard. So Bradley Cooper's send-off could be with Lila, voiced by Lady Gaga. That's a little bit of a rumor I heard because you don't hear her voice. There's the connection there. I'm wondering if it's possible at all.
Is it
what's
because
the song that they sing? It's actually a really good song.
They had that movie together.
Yeah, but what's that song called? Oh,
no idea. It plays nonstop on the radio.
Man, yeah, I was just gonna sing it for you guys, but I can't remember it. But anyway, go ahead, Breezy.
Like I said, man, I hope it's not Rocket. I'm hoping to continue to see Rocket. But yeah, it does seem like they're building something up for him. Very sad backstory.
Who dies? In your opinion, who died? Who does not make it out of this? I think there's 3. I think 3 of them go.
3 of them.
If you're gonna go 3, who are you saying? Don't tell me you're saying Rocket, Groot, and
no. I'm saying Drax. You know what? I'm saying Drax. I want to say Groot, and I get the marketability is there, but he's a teenager now. He's not that cute little thing, so like people are probably going to go away from that. I think Groot, Nebula, and Drax for sure.
I don't know. I don't think that's the case at all, man. One character for sure is going. Clearly,
Mantis is staying around. Rocket is staying around, but like I think Nebula goes if they're going to bring in Moondragon or Phyla-Vell. They can't just make a whole another team with just a bunch of women. Nothing against it. It's just we're already getting that in different
Adam
areas.
Warlock would probably roll with them.
I don't know. We're seeing. You talking about
The song "Shallow"?
Oh, is it the song? I don't know. It's the one where Bradley Cooper sings it. I don't know. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it is that one.
I enjoyed the song, and I also find Lady Gaga attractive. So I don't know.
One takeaway though from the trailer and from what we've seen on leaks prior, Annihilation Conquest 6, that's the costume they're wearing, right? So
Yes,
we saw that, and within that team you have Quasar and you have Adam Warlock. So I do see the possibility of some characters dying off and these guys making their way in.
Yep.
To kind of replace certain people, but I don't know if we'll lose 3 people. I think that's a bit too much, especially Groot. Groot's a teenager. They won't kill a teenager. Come on.
And I don't know if it's going to be a die-off or more of like a send-off somewhere, like to do, or like Rocket moves off to start a life. You know what I mean?
Man.
With Groot and something like that, but they can come back when needed. I think it would. I think, like you said, Nebula. But I think in order to have Gamora, you need Nebula. I don't think you can have one without the other.
That's another one, though. I think maybe they're done with Gamora too. I don't know.
No way. They're not gonna kill her twice.
No way. Yeah. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. Listen, really quickly before we head off, 2 things. Ancient Mariner saying, question: is it now a bad time to buy first High Evolutionary? I would wait. I think it is, just simply because the trailer's in our face, and Friday everyone's gonna have their top 10 list. Yeah. So you got to be very careful. Never buy when everybody's talking about it. Kind of just wait a little bit, right?
You know what?
No matter what any influencer will tell you, the part that they don't tell you is the fact in a few weeks it's literally going to be half price. So if you can wait, again, patience, I would probably do that. High Evolutionary first appearance, very affordable. Even his origin in the X-Men annual, you could find those in dollar bins. I think I got like 5 of them in a box over there or something. I don't know. The other question
to buy it, man. I think the market is low. We're coming out of we're into the winter, which is generally a slow time, and everything picks up in the spring. So we're gonna get Ant-Man, which is gonna create a lot of hype around the MCU, and then we're gonna get into more Guardian stuff. And I think right now isn't the worst time to grab it. I think it's still a little quiet. If you want it.
BC, I'll let you answer this one before we switch gears.
No, I don't think that's the last time we see them. Secret Wars, man, 100%. That's when we're gonna be seeing tons of characters. And the side note, my wife would be pissed that I forgot her name because she actually met her. She served her when working at a shoe store, and they shut down the whole store. She literally took whatever she wanted, and it was fucking free.
Wow, that's awesome.
One time
I was in Philadelphia and I saw Omarion at the store.
Omarion, what the fuck?
Yeah, and my buddy just like tapped him and he's like, "Hey man, are you Omarion?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then my buddy was like, "Can me and my buddy take a picture with you?" And I remember my buddy yelling across, because I love Mitchell and Ness store and I love Philly. And then I came running and we took a picture. I'll post it. True story. But yeah. All right, switching gears. And we're sticking with Guardians, guys. And I didn't want to go too far, but Guardians of the Galaxy, Adam Warlock finally makes his Luminous MCU debut. Now, we get him in this scene where he just kind of drops and then he's like, and then we get the scene where he's punching Nebula. That's pretty much it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, great that he's here. I don't know if it did anything. I'm not saying he won't be big, because I do think that he will be a big character. It's just I don't know if this did anything for anybody, in the sense that a lot of people were thinking this was going to be massive and that he was going to just rewrite the first appearance and all that stuff. Now, this could be related to the fact that his first appearance is a little blurry, right? There's like 4 different possible outcomes for it. surprisingly, right now, 67 and Thor 165 are the two front runners. I hate Fantastic Four 67, but it's up there. Rocksteady, what were your thoughts on Adam Warlock?
I get like two vibes here, like a very much a Gold Dust vibe. And then
Yeah.
I forget who mentioned it, but they said he looked like he got a really bad spray tan.
Yep.
Which is pretty awesome. Like
Great hair. Great hair.
Shore stuff, right?
Great hair.
Yeah. I wish Wesley was here because he's a big Warlock fan to get his opinion on it. But as like a semi-quasi, like I'm cool with Warlock. I have nothing against him. I'm not too excited. Like he's been pretty insignificant for a long time. I'm curious on it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't think we should cancel anything. That's the only negative I've heard from any of the trailers that just came out was Warlock's appearance. So that's a win if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's funny because everybody's roasting what he looks like. But we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy who he was created by, and it's pretty much exactly the same skin tone. So I don't know if you were okay with Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Now we're bashing it. I don't know. I'm not too focused.
You mean 2?
No, 2 was Ego. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying, no, dude, the gold people or whatever.
Oh yes, no, it was 2. My bad. Yeah, it was 2. My bad. Relax.
Sound like my wife. I'm always right.
I realized actually what he just looked like. I don't know if you guys watched Seinfeld, but where the roasted chicken place opened up next door and he tanned under the roasted chicken sign.
Bro, when Kramer's the turkey.
Yeah, Kramer's the turkey. Yeah.
I think Adam Warlock is going to be big. I really do. I just think that, you can make fun of it, but I do think people are going to come out of the movie thinking, damn, he's very powerful. He's a badass character. So we'll see. He goes, kind of both ways, right? He goes bad, he goes good. He's associated with a lot of big names in this world. So we'll see. I just think, like I said, and we've all said it in the past, is his first appearance is very blurry. So from a collecting standpoint, flipping, speculator, influence, whatever the hell you calling yourself these days, it is a little blurry and it is a little makes people worried, right? Because now you have to like kind of cover your bases with like 4 or 5 books, right? Don't forget there are those people that are going after what's his black entity, like his dark entity is Magnus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that one is also one that people are going
Infinity
for. Obviously,
Crusade,
yeah.
There's a bunch.
So I would just be on the lookout for it. Like I said, right now, the trailer dropping. I do think that the 2 that are the winners is Thor 165, like I said, and Fantastic Four 67. Get out of here with your Fantastic Four 66, people. And I love Fantastic Four. So. All right.
I still think the Marvel premiere.
Oh, God, get the fuck out of here. Listen, Guardians of the Galaxy, Transformers.
Yep.
What? Dude, I know we were talking about Gargoyles nostalgia, but the whole time we were talking about it, I wanted to talk about Beasties. Man, I fucking love this. As soon as I saw the gorilla, I was like, first of all, before Optimus Prime came into the trailer, I was like, did they just out of nowhere make Optimus Prime a gorilla? Like that's where my mind went. And then Optimus Prime just comes out of nowhere. And this was sick. The trailer was sick. There's so many pieces to the actual cartoon that they did for this, like Cheetor's in it.
Yeah, man.
Rhinox is in it. Like, it is just crazy when he transform. Like, it's just everything about this, man. I'm super pumped. I didn't see Dinobot. Bumblebee's back, so that's dope. Mirage, like this is just crazy. Wild Veneator, he's not, he wasn't in there either, but when I saw Optimus Prime as the gorilla, when I saw the gorilla, I was just like, oh man, just hit home.
But they forgot the most important part about Transformers. Megan Fox.
Oh God, get out of here, man! Look who she's with, dude. Come on.
I know. Well, okay, sorry. You want Shia LaBeouf?
Oh man, that's stupid. You know what? I thought they would go back, but I'm excited for this. Transformers 8, I think it is, first appearance of the Beasties or whatever. I don't know. I've always digged that cover. The green, I kind of always digged it. Now I'm kind of, a little upset with the fact that I didn't pull the trigger, a few months back to get it. But dude, I'm excited for this. I hope they don't fuck this up. Like, I really hope that they don't fuck this up and this is a good movie. Because this one really hit home. This and Reboot really hit it home. Rocksteady, where are you at, man?
You stole all the ones out of my. I was thinking at this time, what are the best cartoons that came out around this time?
Yeah,
Beast Wars, Reboot,
Yes.
Batman animated, and then and Gargoyles, and then you mentioned Darkwing Duck too,
Yo,
all
hold
around
on.
this
Did
time as far as-
you just leave out Rocco's Modern Life, bro?
Well, I was thinking more superhero-y kind of
Rocco.
stuff. Don't worry, Ren and Stimpy's up there for me, all that stuff. But I'm excited because this was I know there's G2 Transformers and all that, but this was the second generation of Transformers fans.
Yeah.
As far as people looking for a segue to start to like Transformers, a whole generation started with Beast Wars. We raced home to watch it in the zone on YTV.
It was 8 o'clock. Wait, hold on a second. Beast Wars was Monday and Tuesday or Monday and Wednesday at
I think
8 o'clock.
for the first showings, and then I think they showed the right after Power Rangers, maybe, I don't know, something like that on that channel. But yeah, this is the Beast Wars we want. This is what we wanted to see.
Yeah, man. You guys, honestly, I don't really need to add much more to it because you summed it all up. It's exactly that, man. And I'm fucking hyped as hell to watch this, man. Dude, the nostalgia feel. Now to see this in a live action, it's gonna. I just hope they do it right. That's all. I always worry about things like that. Don't get me wrong. Transformers, when the first movies came out with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, they were good, but I feel like they could have been way better. It
was a lot of the same, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I hope they take this and they just have a fucking blast with it. I hope it's gonna be somewhat similar to what we did get back when we were younger in the cartoons, just brought to real life. But I do expect they're gonna tie in some of those human characters, and it might drag out at certain points.
Which ones? I didn't see Rat Trap. I didn't see Dinobot. I didn't see Tiger Zord, Willow, Black Widow, what was the Arachnia? No,
Tiger Zord. Oh man, Nemesis is gonna be so mad.
Oh yeah, he will be. Oh shoot, no, that's Power Rangers. Sorry. What was it? What was the white tiger in Beasties?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, same. Right.
He fell in love with the spider when she left. Oh, I can't remember the name. Yeah, and then there was Tarantula. The pterodactyl. I can't remember, but it was red. There was a few characters that they didn't bring. So I'm interested to see who Megatron is actually rolling with in this movie. So it's gonna be great. Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I also didn't see Wasmaninger. I keep telling people that I played that voice. So
why does this character look like King Kong? Because it's also a gorilla.
Also, okay, sorry, quickly before we move on. I also love the fact that this is a 150-foot gorilla, and then when there's that scene where the car is right beside Cheetor and Cheetor's going, the car is small compared to this 85-foot cheetah, and it's what, nobody saw this in the woods this whole time. So we'll see. All right, trailer number 3.
It's my family.
Super Mario. It's a me, Mario. This time we do get Princess Peach. We get a little bit more of Luigi, and we get what everybody has been dreaming about forever, is the Mario Kart end to that. Everybody's just on those carts, and it is they're going Donkey Kong's in it. There's just a bunch of things, but there is so much going on in this. I'm excited for this, man. I said this the first trailer. I didn't care what was going on. People were making such a big deal about Chris Pratt and the Italian accent. That meant shit to me. We're still all going to go see it. This didn't change my thought process at all. This just made me want to go see it sooner, but we finally get Princess Peach. We get a few characters, so I'm excited, man. But 3 trailers in a day and a half. That's
we got
insane.
more. We got a new Quantum trailer.
Yep.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Like,
Oh yeah, sorry, and Indiana Jones. Yeah, like we had like 5.
this was a great week for everything.
Yeah, it's Tigertron. Tigertron, you semi-transformer.
You're better off being a semi-Transformer fan than a semi-Big Peter fan.
Listen, man, I love Nemesis Prime. But yeah, what did the trailer do anything for you guys? Like, were you excited?
I'm like, you know what the last Mario movie was so shitty that their expectations for this are very low, and I think they're gonna put a lot of effort into this. And
Wait, hold on. You're talking about like the original OG Super Mario movie? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, they made another one.
The show was even weirder. Like, in between.
I don't remember the show.
It was terrible.
It was animated, but there was a guy who introduced it, like the Crypt Keeper or whatever. But it was Mario just in a fat suit. It was weird.
Okay.
But yeah, the movie with the Goombas and stuff.
I know I don't even have to ask because I know BC is going to be taking his kids opening week.
Oh, dude, I'm buying day of.
Yeah. It's going to be dope, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Obviously, it's going to be a huge success, and hopefully they do a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. That's kind of the way it's going down that route. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
What I have to say about this, though, what kind of confused me, and I understand, Chris Pratt is a draw, right? That's really what it's for. It's to get people through the door. But Charles Martinet he's still alive, and he's the voice of multiple characters, Super Mario being one of them. I would have loved to have him do the voice. If they could at least have him included in some way to do a different character, that would be cool. I would love to see that. But within the trailer, from what we got, I'm so happy that the animation, graphics-wise, stays true to the Nintendo, right? Like, it felt like I was watching cutscenes from Nintendo Switch, and I was like,
or the N64, right?
Like this
Super Nintendo, like the original.
And what's real cool is that you saw within the trailer, they're touching base on everything that has happened within video games. Like Mario Kart is there. You saw him on Rainbow Road at the end. Yeah. And there's a fucking ton of characters behind him. So I'm expecting to see so many like characters like from the video games.
It does look like Mario is gonna be. It does look like Mario is gonna be training, though, right? Like you saw that one scene where he's like hitting the stuff, and he's like, he's not familiar with it because he even asked him he's like, "What is that?" Right? Like, so it does seem to me like he's gonna be training for something, and like that's kind of the storyline where.
But it's a weird approach though, because anybody who's a Mario fan out the gate, man, you hit the first block, you get your power up. You know what I mean? Like. It's Mario. And
and in the trailer they show, right? Like that mushroom comes out and he's like, and then what was it? The other guy gets it and he's like, and he grows up, right? So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, man. I can't wait. What's the release date on this again?
April. Yeah,
I'm so hyped for all this. But yeah, 5 trailers, man. We even forgot Indiana Jones, Ant-Man stuff. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Fuck, dude. I've been. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've just been so caught up with World Cup the last couple of days that.
No kidding. But now you can slack, right? No one cares anymore on your.
No, I mean, you know what? I was going for Spain because, like, that's the mother country, I guess, right? Because
like, saw that fucking
like Uruguay wouldn't be there, and then that happened. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go for Portugal because, like, my favorite player and the greatest player of all time plays there. And then...
Oh, hold on. The guy who played on the bench?
He doesn't play. And I was like, what the hell? So I had to wait till the 74th minute to actually watch that. So,
dude, just speaking trailers, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That was a big one. But now there's news that broke also that it seems there's a restructuring. I just want to know what's your thoughts on this, because Phase 5, Phase 6 looks like they're going to be shuffling the deck here.
Yeah, so the news broke, obviously, about they're going to be restructuring, like you said, Phase 5 and 6, just simply quality over quantity. They kind of got the backlash from all you YouTubers and influencers and things saying that all the shows are garbage and we had too many and yada, yada, yada. So they're going to be looking at it. So there is a restructure. I don't know if it does anything though, man. Like the stuff that was going to be coming out in this phase wasn't anything that we were going to be like, what about that, right? To me, this just means no She-Hulk season 2, no Hawkeye season 2, no Bucky and Winter Soldier and whatever.
Will it jeopardize, let's say, like Armor Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I think the next 3 years are still gonna roll forward because he's still learning and stuff like that. So I think like the Marvel universe, he knows what he's doing as CEO or whatever he was. But yeah, I think we won't see the effects of this for a few years. We'll hear some cancellations, like Newbie was saying, like She-Hulk 2 and stuff like that.
But all these characters that we didn't like are going to be coming back in different aspects and different, concepts with different teams and stuff like that. So I'm not worried. She-Hulk will show up and probably, Echo or Daredevil, of course, things like that. Kate Bishop. I mean, me and Rocksteady have been talking about Kate Bishop for a while. Kind of pinpointing where she's going to come back. So it doesn't necessarily mean the end of certain characters. It just means like maybe we got to wait for another time to hit on these for second seasons, right? So I don't know. The other 2 points that I wanted to say just before we got off was obviously the big news. Different media outlets are saying 200 million, other media members or outlets, are saying 100 million, but apparently Black Adam still has to make 100 million to become profitable, which would make it a terrible thing if it didn't. I don't know what that says about the movie. Like I don't know. I'm confused because I feel like everyone I talk to, comic related or not, went to go and see that movie. So I don't know.
It was a crappy time for it to come out, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Man.
But I think it will make money in the long run. But look at just the hype behind Black Panther versus Black Adam and the differences there at the box office.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is, look, yes, The Rock is a draw. Do I think the movie was amazing? No. Do I think it was good? Yeah, it was a good movie. I watched it once in theaters. I watched it the second time at home just to re-experience. Yeah, I just wanted to embrace what some things may have missed or whatnot. But
I don't think I'll ever see that movie again.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it was nothing. Oh my God, this is one of the best movies ever. And we all know that The Rock was hyping this up, saying 15 years I've been gunning for this, I've been grinding for this, and now we finally got it. So 15 years, that's what we got, right? There was a lot of hype. This is going to change the DC universe for the long haul. I didn't feel like it changed much, bro. To be honest with you, it kind of even confused me a little bit.
But I think I spoke about this last time, whereas Black Adam isn't a major character.
Exactly. The Rock wants to be the major character. He honestly picked the wrong character. If you want to ask, if you ask my opinion, that's the way I see it playing out. Black Adam is nowhere close to the being the forefront for the DC universe, right? So he highly hyped it. The movie is decent, in my opinion, and now we have 2 weeks afterwards, if I'm not mistaken, Wakanda Forever drops, right? So they were already not even close to breaking even. You have a huge movie drop, so it's only normal that everything shifts in a different direction. More people going to watch Wakanda Forever than they will Black Adam, and Black Adam had a huge budget. They spent a ton of money. I think the budget was like 500 million or something, not including promotional costs and whatnot. So I could only imagine how hard it was already going to be for them to make the money back. Now look where they're at.
Yeah. Well, we're going to end on this. One, Brandon, I see you. AOA, I see your comment. But Brandon, I've said this many times throughout my YouTube career-ish, whatever, hangout. Civil War, Iron Man takes on 2 super soldiers, Cap and Bucky. If you want to say that he got destroyed by Captain America, by all means, but he took on 2 of them. No one has ever taken on 2 of them. So just throwing that out there, you know. Also, I didn't see Captain America snapping his finger and sacrificing the world for the better good. No, I saw Iron Man do that. So just saying. I'll leave you guys with this last comment just before we say our goodbyes. But December 13th, it does look like you want to get all your Spider-Gwen, you want to get all your Miles Morales stuff in check. Why? The trailer is dropping December 13th. That is what a few media members or a few media outlets rather are saying. That is the day. There has been some visuals and some leaks coming out, but Spider-Verse, man, here's what I'm going to say right now. Next week, we are going to see probably first appearance of Gwen Spider-Gwen, first appearance of Miles, first appearance of Spider-Man 2099. All of those are going to be on top 10 lists.
Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, Scarlet Spider, like all these Spider India, like all these characters are going to be on top 10. So even though our community runs in the okay, you know, yeah, they're coming, but I'm not going to buy or get anything. Like if you have any doubts of getting those characters, I would get them now, because once that trailer drops, it's probably going to be not a good time to buy anything after that. You're probably going to be overpaying. So just keep that in mind. I don't even have to ask you guys. I know you guys are excited for the trailer. So that's going to be dope. All right.
Into the Spider-Verse is the best Marvel movie, in my opinion.
Honestly, I love it.
Yeah.
I've watched it 10,000 times with my kids.
Yeah, with my
Bucky's arm is super.
And dude, the soundtrack is pretty great.
Oh yeah, huge. All right, guys. So that is the show 110. Rocksteady, let the people know, man, where they can find you, whatnot, YouTube, Instagram, OnlyFans, TikTok, Hive. If I miss one, I apologize, but where can they find you, man?
Only Feet.
Feet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the one you missed. You can find me on Instagram, Rocksteady Collectibles. But I am putting on a comic show January 8th. So if you're in the Alberta area, come by. Maybe I'll make a little announcement there. Now, Kyle Charles, he's a DC and Marvel cover artist, and he's going to be there signing and doing sketches at the show now. A lot of cool stuff coming up with that. Vendors all sold out, and we are full steam ahead with that bad boy. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Nice.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm gonna try to come out and see you. I'm really hoping, but I also do have to make a trip to Jersey to visit my guy Nemesis Prime. So yeah, and Montreal. Yeah, man, I got a lot of people to visit, man. Give me a break. Come on.
I'm coming to Toronto Comic Con though, March 19th.
Yeah, you said that last time, and I'm still waiting for my Mariano Rivera jersey or whatever. I can't remember what you got me.
It's number 2.
Oh, Derek Jeter. Oh, even better.
Dude, I think I may have taken that week off of March 13th.
Well, you guys got a place to stay at my house if you guys want to stay. We could stay up all night, eat popcorn, and watch scary movies. I'm
gonna do the popcorn bag trick on you.
Please,
I'm totally gonna do it. You don't know it?
No, I know it. Please don't.
Okay.
All right, BC, you're up, man. Let them know where they can find you and what's going on in your neck of the woods.
On Instagram, Blakk Crown Comics. There it is. You see, but yeah, 2Ks. Head on over on the search bar, right? Comic Kingpins. Go and sub up. This Monday coming up, it's actually my birthday bash show. So there's gonna be some guests popping in. We're gonna have a great time. Talk New Comic Book Day, top 5 picks of the week, and comic news, Trade Center, tons of stuff. But yeah, and we might be doing a giveaway. Who knows? It's my birthday. I'm feeling good. I can't get all the gifts. We got to give some out.
Damn, good. All right, perfect. Time to use my burner accounts. All right, I appreciate everybody tuning in, hanging out, wherever you're watching. Rewind or whatever the case may be. We went about 23 minutes over, but you know what? It's always good time just hanging, talking with you guys. And a lot happened this week. 5 trailers. So
yep.
You guys can find me on Newbie Comics. Newbie Comics podcast may be coming soon. Who knows? You don't know. There's a few things I'm working on. No top 10 lists from me. And also, if you're an idiot and write a comment that's about 4 paragraphs long and you want to call me out, and you're a female, I'm probably not going to answer you just simply because I don't read 4 paragraphs worth of anything.
This explains a lot.
Yeah. So if that individual wants to talk to me, I was 2 feet away from you at Toronto Comic-Con last year, the one that just happened when you and your whatnot people came and you said nothing. So if you want to talk, I'm here next year. But other than that, don't be talking through comments, okay? You're probably drunk when you did it because you're an idiot. But anyway, that's you, nor here nor there, okay? All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you next Tuesday. Newbie Show, episode 111.
Thank you, Morgan.